What the flux is up, everybody? Welcome back to a video. I am on the PS4, but listen.
Listen to me, listen to me.
Okay, I do have a PC, alright? I have been playing some on a PC. I've had quite a bit of fun. I'm level 15 now with RAIDER. I've only played duels so far, and I've still got a 100% win rate with my RAIDER, so that's pretty nice. There's some pretty good people, some pretty cool people. Some people known who I am, which has been pretty cool. And you guys thought I was a parry god, an absolute demon on the parries on console. Oh, on PC, if anyone thinks about throwing an attack, it's been parried. If anyone looks at me the wrong way, they've already been parried. So, but yeah, all jokes aside, it's actually been good fun. But when it comes to just making videos or whatnot on PC, I am just absolutely useless. I have no idea how to use a PC or anything. I'm like a grandma with technology, honestly. So, but I figured out how to record my gameplay, but I still don't really have like an editing software to put it together. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna make this video that's been requested quite a lot. I would put it up on the screen, all the comments, but you know, I can't be bothered doing that. But I'm gonna do a guide. I'll probably put up on the screen also like the times at which I'm gonna be doing beginner, and then like medium level to like expert level, just different stuff with RAIDER. But I advise watching the whole thing. If you do enjoy it, like and subscribe, all that rubbish and whatnot. And if you got any tips or anything else you can tell me, I guess just chuck in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the video, and yeah, I'll shut up. Enjoy the video. Catch you later. Alright everyone, let's start with the beginner basics with RAIDER. So if we do have a look at his moveset, he does have light, 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 heavy, 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 light, heavy, and then his zone, which is R1 and R2 at the same time. And so we'll go through those. So he's obviously got light, light, light. He's got heavy, heavy, heavy. He's got heavy, light, heavy. Okay. So, with all of these, with these heavy attacks, okay, if you, as you start up in your heavy, right, if you press R1, it'll go into a stun tap. With this, right, you want to delay it. You want to practice just delaying it, because if you do it too quickly, that will obviously, that's, at the level I play it, it's going to get parried every day of the week. So, if you just delay it, just that little bit, it can really put people off, like that delaying. Alright, so just practice that, just that delaying of the stun tap. And from a stun tap, you can follow with a big zone. This one, right? From a stun tap, you can also follow with another heavy in a different direction or the same direction. And you can also do a light, but the light will end the chain. You can't combo anymore after a light. But if you're low on stamina and you just want to try and get that extra light in, get that little bit extra damage in, and while they're stunned, sometimes they won't be able to block the light, 'cause sometimes it's hard to see. With RAIDER as well, he's also got his zone into stun tap. So this is his normal zone, just like that. If you press R1 and R2, I'm saying this obviously all on PS4 controller, but R1 and R2, and then as soon as you press it, you press R1 again, light attack again, will turn it into a zone stun tap, which is really good, obviously, just because they see the unblockable from this side, and then it changes into a stun tap. From this, again, from the stun tap, you can combo into a heavy, you can end the chain with a light, or you can go into a big zone, but do remember that costs a lot of stamina, so you don't want to do too much. So as you can see here, you can do another heavy. You can do that heavy in any direction. You can also feint that heavy into whatever you like, whether it be a guard break or another heavy, but we'll go more in depth with that. But that's just sort of the basics with RAIDER, and you will move on to the next one. Another one with RAIDER, with the light, with his lights, his second light has a bit of a lunge animation to it. So if I whiff the first one, see, it's got a bit of a lunge to it. So if I delay it a little bit, it can be a good way to just get that little bit of damage off your opponent if they're on, you know, half a bar. you can just whiff that light. Oh, just whiff that light. And that will, second light will lunge, but careful obviously if your opponent picks up on it often. You better watch out because they might parry it, obviously, yep. Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth with Raider's combos. So, a combo that I've been using quite often now is actually this one here, heavy, light into heavy. What I will do, after a heavy, I will delay the light, right? So I will delay the light into another heavy. So I'll do the heavy, delay that light into another heavy, which I will then feint into, but we'll just show you this first. So heavy, delayed light. You see that? So I've gone side heavy, and then delayed a top light. And then if I follow through that, I'll do another heavy in a different direction, which I will then just feint for now. You see that? So from that third heavy, you can feint into guard break. You can turn instantly into a stun tap like this. See that? And remember as well, so after that stun tap at the end there, you can chain that into another heavy, or you can chain that into the zone. All depends on your stamina, and just it's all about mixing up your opponent as well. See, like, it's really hard to like show you guys a full-on guide because half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. Some of the clips that you see me do, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just sort of muscle memory of just throwing out just constant feints, constant stun taps, and zones, and feinting and guard breaks. But again with this combo, I'll do the delayed light in the same direction. So sometimes if someone will pick up on your delayed light from the top, if they pick on that and they start blocking it or parrying it, then you just obviously try and change the direction of that light. And then with the third heavy, I'll do a feint into guard break, which then off a guard break with Raider, you can either get a confirmed zone, but you obviously either want to do the zone if you have the stamina to maybe not run yourself out of stamina, because going out of stamina against the opponent is not usually safe, or you can throw them obviously into a wall. I won't make it there. But obviously you can get them in this, get the knee, and get the light. Okay? But that's it for just that combo for now, yeah. Next combo we'll look at is I'm kind of going to make this up on the spot, because again, it's with my combos, I'm just doing it randomly. I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just doing it from muscle memory and obviously playing 40 reps with the character. So, you know, if I make this video today, I might show you different combos. If I made it a different day, I might show different combos. It's all kind of just working it out by yourself, practicing what I can show you, and getting a feel for what flows, what chains, certain things like that. So, one thing you'll see me do is do a delayed light, into another heavy, which I'll feint, and then I'll go into another mix-up of either letting heavies go, or feinting them into, you know, guard breaks, or turning my heavies into stun taps. So I'm mostly, a lot of my mix-ups you'll see is just me changing from just doing this, to just this, or to this. That's all I'm doing. I'm just mixing all of that stuff around, and just, yeah, so I'll show you one more I like doing, is just a nice little simple one. Heavy into the stun tap, another heavy, feint guard break. So I'm just doing heavy, and I'm just delaying just the stun tap, just to the peak of where it changes. Obviously you don't want to do it too quick, like that. So you just delay it into another heavy, feint guard break. And if your opponent keeps picking up on that, then maybe change it to feint, and then let another one go. So I'm going heavy into stun tap, into another heavy, which I then feint, and then let another one go. And then from that heavy, you can go maybe back into a delayed light, or another heavy. So I'll show you that now. If you can see what I'm doing there, heavy into stun tap, and then another heavy, which I then feint, and I let another one go, and then I changed direction for another one, because obviously he's got heavy, heavy, heavy as a chain. So I ended that combo, and then I started this, in which from that heavy you can feint into a guard break, or you can go into a stun tap with that that heavy. So I'm going like this, to that, to this. You can see what I'm there. So it's pretty like basic. If you can see what I'm doing, obviously you can work it out and come up with your own, I guess, combos, or maybe my videos, the combos you see will maybe show for a bit more for you, and you actually understand what I'm doing. Is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. So next thing I'm just gonna go over is wall throws. So with Raider's throw, right? If you get a guard break and you hold down on the left stick, okay. So if you get a guard break, you hold guard break button again, and then you hold down on the left analog stick, and then you let go of square when you feel like the wall is close enough for you. Like if you hold it all the way, it'll eventually reach its limit. But for instance, we'll just use the cart here, and I'll throw the bot into the wall to my left. I advise what I did starting out. I legit did exactly what I'm doing now, and I practiced with this bot, just learning what different times you gotta release the throw to hit the wall. So that's obviously just the timing comes down to just practice, and but so yeah, exactly what I'm doing here. I just get a feel for the range, the angles, and you get and it works with getting damage off the wall throw. Depends on your spacing. If I'm too close to the wall, like here, right, and I do the throw, most of the time my enemy will gain enough recovery to be able to block that. So if you feel like you are too close, you do get a confirm light. If you feel like you're too close, but if you do have a bit of range, it's whatever guard that you're standing in. So if I'm in left guard here, and I throw into the wall, it would be what guard I'm in. So you want to make sure you do throw that heavy in the direction your guard's in, if that makes sense. And also you do have, obviously, if you press square and then square again, or if the PlayStation guard break is square, and then square again, you'll stampede. And the longer you hold that, the longer you'll carry the bot, or sorry, the player on your back. And if you do throw them on the ground, if they don't hit a wall and you throw them on the ground, you do get a confirmed zone. Like that. That is confirmed there. But obviously if you're running out of stamina and you throw them to the ground, you do just get a light. But again, from this light, you can go into a zone mix-up. So light into zone mix-up. If they're out of stamina like the bot is there, then you can do light into zone mix-up, whether they're gonna go for it or not. So that's on the throws there. And with Raider's big zone, with this one, right? If you're noticing that your opponent keeps dodging your zone, then you want to catch them with that. You want to feint it into a guard break like this. If they keep dodging it, you'll catch their dodge. If they're assassin and they do dodge too far, sometimes obviously you're not going to get them. But if they do dodge to the side and you catch them, let's just for this sake say that the bot's out of stamina here, and if they're out of stamina, what I'll do to most of my opponents is just throw a light into zone, and I'll either, the mind game is obviously if they're going to let it go, or if you're going to feint it. So you just want to obviously mess with your opponent's head and keep conditioning them with letting it go or feinting into the guard break. So if they keep dodging and you keep catching their guard break, then eventually they might stop dodging, and then that's when you want to like let it go, and then you'll obviously get that damage. So we'll just say that the bot's out of stamina here, and I'll go light, and then if you catch their dodge, then it's obviously you throw them on the ground and you'll get the punish, which is that. I'll actually run the bot out of stamina really quickly with the Stampede, because the Stampede does drain stamina. Okay, so if I do light into zone, and if they dodge, then I do get that confirmed. If you catch their dodge when they are out of stamina, because obviously if you throw someone when they're out of stamina, they will fall over. But if they're not out of stamina, then, and they try and dodge, and you catch them, then obviously you can stampede them into a wall and get the knee to the light. Or you can throw them on the ground and get the, just the normal zone. Just this one. So, this one, when they're on the ground. Or if you're obviously low on stamina, you can just do light and take that damage. Yeah. So again with Raider's big zone, he can either stun tap the big zone, and this is with like conditioning your opponent. You want to keep either letting it go, changing it into a stun tap, or fainting into the guard break. And punishing your opponent that way. So you just want to keep messing with their head. They don't know whether you're going to stun tap the zone. You don't know whether they're going to let it go or obviously feint it. So from stun tapping, again, from most stun taps. Okay, so again with Raider's zone, he can stun tap his big zone. Right, you can start this big zone by either just a heavy. Oh, that was a mistake. Either heavy. Oh. So again, with Raider's big zone, we'll talk about the different things you can do with his big zone. So obviously to start his big zone, you can either do a heavy, you can do a light, or you can even do his big zone from after like connecting a stun tap. Okay, so from a stun tap, you can either let it go, you can either turn it into a stun tap by pressing R1 again, or you can either feint it and punishing your opponent that way if they do dodge or they try to parry the zone. So what you obviously want to do is just start conditioning your opponent and messing with their mind, whether you're going to let it go, whether you're going to stun tap it, whether you're going to feint it. And like all stun taps, you can combo with either a light, but that will obviously end the chain, or after a stun tap you can do a heavy, which then you can either let go, you can feint, or you can feint into another heavy slash another combo. So what I'm talking about here is turning that into the stun tap into just a side heavy, or something like stun tap, side heavy, feint, and punishing your opponent that way. So that's what you can do with this zone. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over just a section talking about so a little bit more advanced sort of techniques and a bit more intense combos, intense sort of on the stamina side of the aspect combos, right? Now I'm going to go over a little bit more in-depth sort of combos and more intense on the old stamina and combo side. So one that I do like using is heavy feint into zone. See, from this, let's if your opponent has half a bar of health, this will work 99.98% of the time. If they have half a bar of health and you go heavy feint into zone, oh, I messed it up there, sorry. You go heavy feint into zone, but if you turn that into a stun tap, it's like almost guaranteed. Not obviously not technically guaranteed, but it messes with the person's mind so much that they will go and when they're at that point of low health like that at half a bar. They'll, most of the time, most people will try and parry that zone. So if you go heavy feint, zone stun tap, like that stun tap is very hard to... It's very overwhelming for the opponent, seeing the left heavy indicator into the unblockable indicator, and then you get the stun tap. And then again, from this stun tap, you can turn that into heavy feint guard break. So, that's the top heavy, sorry. See what I did there? Just did heavy feint, zone stun tap, and then just did another side heavy feint into a guard break, and then just got what you can get off the guard break, which is obviously the
With
zone.
parrying with Raider, if you parry a heavy in any direction, you get a free guard break, which you then get confirmed zone, or you get the Stampede, which is then the knee into the light if they're into a wall. So this is a heavy in any direction, you get the guard break. With parrying lights, if you parry a side light, it is a top heavy. I'm struggling here. There you go. Wait. There we go. Side light is a top heavy. If you parry a top light, it's then a side heavy. See there? It's different with assassins, which I'm about to show you now. When it comes to assassins and parrying their lights, any parry, whether it's a side light or a top light, it is a confirmed top heavy. With parrying an assassin's heavies, again, it is just parry and then a guard break.
Heavy. So I think I've covered just about everything that I do know. Sorry again if it's not like perfect. I just find it really hard when people say like, can you do a raider guide, can you do a raider guide, because a lot of what I do is just lots of feints, lots of stun taps, and lots of just letting go and mind games with my opponents. But hopefully after showing a little bit of what I'm doing, you can kind of get an idea of watching my combos. You can actually sort of see and picture actually what I'm pressing and what I'm doing. Just now I'll do a couple of combos and just do some mix-ups, and I'll just put into like a little montage here just so you can see and pick up on them, because obviously I can't go over absolutely everything, every combo, because it changes every single time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Pause any of the combos or anything like that and watch them. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed the guide, and I hope you enjoy these little combos at the end here. And yeah, I'll get to them now.
Stay inside.